The National Electrical Code, or NEC, outlines specific requirements for fire safety and electrical installations. These include guidance on the use of extension cords and uninterrupted power supplies, or UPS systems. Let's break down the NEC requirements related to extension cords, power strips, and UPS devices. NEC Section 400.8 A5 states that extension cords and power strips are not intended for permanent use and should not be used in place of fixed wiring. Additionally, NEC Section 400.8 D specifies that extension cords and power strips should not be daisy-chained together. An exception exists for a single series of receptacles used for a specific purpose. As for UPS systems, NEC Section 450.9 requires that they be installed in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions. While the NEC does not specifically prohibit using a UPS to power multiple devices, it mandates that the UPS be appropriately rated for the intended load. Applying these NEC requirements to a scenario involving multiple video appliances powered through a UPS, extension cords, and power strips requires careful consideration. Firstly, the use of an extension cord from the wall receptacle to the UPS is acceptable, provided it is rated for the load and is not daisy-chained with other extension cords. Secondly, using power strips or extension cords to connect appliances to the UPS is also acceptable, as long as these power strips and extension cords are not daisy-chained together. Thirdly, the total load connected to the UPS must be within its rated capacity. If the total load of the video appliances is estimated to be between 500 and 700 watts, the specific UPS model in use must be verified to ensure it can handle this load. Connecting a second UPS to the first UPS or to the same extension cord is generally not recommended. Such a configuration could potentially exceed the rated capacity of the extension cord or the UPS, thereby creating a safety hazard. To ensure safety and NEC compliance, it is recommended to follow these guidelines. Firstly, always ensure that the UPS being used is rated for the total load of all connected devices. Secondly, avoid daisy-chaining extension cords or power strips under any circumstances. Thirdly, consider using a dedicated circuit for the UPS and its connected devices to prevent overloading the existing circuit. Finally, it is advisable to have the entire installation inspected by a qualified electrician to ensure full compliance with the NEC and other relevant safety standards. Let's delve into a more detailed explanation of each of these aspects. When determining the appropriate rating for a UPS, it is crucial to consider not only the wattage of the connected devices but also the volt-ampere or watt rating. The VA rating represents the apparent power, which takes into account both the voltage and current drawn by the load. It is important to select a UPS with a VA rating that exceeds the total VA of all connected devices. This provides a safety margin and ensures that the UPS can handle any inrush currents or temporary spikes in power demand. Regarding extension cords and power strips, it is essential to use only those that are listed by a recognized testing laboratory such as Underwriters Laboratories, or all. Listed products have been tested and certified to meet specific safety standards. When selecting extension cords, ensure that the gauge of the wire is appropriate for the intended load. A lower gauge number indicates a thicker wire, which can carry more current safely. For high-power devices, such as large screen monitors, it is advisable to use extension cords with a gauge of 14 or 12 American wire gauge, or AUG. When using power strips, choose those with built-in surge protection. Surge protectors help to protect connected devices from voltage spikes, which can damage sensitive electronic components. It is also important to avoid overloading power strips by plugging in too many devices. Check the power strip's ampere rating and ensure that the total current drawn by all connected devices does not exceed this rating. In addition to the NEC requirements, local electrical codes and regulations may also apply. It is important to consult with a qualified electrician or electrical inspector to determine the specific requirements in your area. These local codes may have additional restrictions or requirements related to the use of extension cords, power strips, and UPS systems. When installing a UPS, it is important to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. The instructions will provide specific guidance on proper installation, ventilation, and maintenance. UPS systems generate heat during operation, so it is important to ensure that they are installed in a well-ventilated area to prevent overheating. Regular maintenance is also important to ensure the UPS is functioning properly. This includes checking the battery condition, cleaning the unit, and inspecting the wiring for any signs of damage. When considering the use of a dedicated circuit for the UPS and its connected devices, it is important to determine the appropriate circuit breaker size. The circuit breaker should be sized to handle the maximum load of the UPS and its connected devices, with a safety margin to prevent nuisance tripping. A qualified electrician can help you determine the appropriate circuit breaker size and ensure that the wiring is properly installed. In situations where extension cords must be run across walkways or under furniture, it is important to take precautions to prevent tripping hazards and damage to the cords. Use cord covers or cable protectors to conceal and protect the cords. Avoid running extension cords under carpets or rugs, as this can trap heat and create a fire hazard. When disconnecting equipment from the UPS, it is important to follow the proper shutdown procedures. This typically involves turning off the connected devices and then turning off the UPS. Avoid disconnecting the UPS from the wall receptacle while it is still powering connected devices, as this can cause a sudden power interruption and potentially damage the equipment. It is also important to be aware of the potential hazards associated with working with electricity. Always disconnect power before working on any electrical equipment or wiring. Use insulated tools and wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as safety glasses and gloves. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to hire a qualified electrician to perform the work. Understanding the specific requirements for fire safety and electrical installations, especially when using extension cords, power strips, and UPS devices, is critical. The NEC serves as a foundational guide, offering detailed regulations for safe electrical practices. Extension cords and power strips, as highlighted in NEC section 400.8a5, are not designed as permanent wiring solutions, emphasizing the need for fixed wiring for long-term setups. Daisy chaining, as cautioned in NEC section 400.8b, is generally prohibited, except for specific scenarios where a single series of receptacles serves a defined purpose. UPS systems, governed by NEC section 450.9, must adhere to manufacturer's instructions, ensuring they are rated appropriately for the connected load. When applying these NEC guidelines to scenarios involving multiple video appliances powered through UPS, several factors come into play. The extension cord connecting the wall receptacle to the UPS must be adequately rated for the load and should not be daisy-chained. Power strips can be used to connect appliances to the UPS, provided they are not interconnected. The UPS must be capable of handling the cumulative load of all connected video appliances, a critical point for ensuring safety and reliability. Connecting a second UPS to the first or sharing the same extension cord is discouraged due to the potential for overloading the circuit or the UPS itself, which can lead to hazardous conditions. To maintain safety and comply with NEC standards, consider the following recommendations. Always verify that the UPS is rated to support the total load of all connected devices. Refrain from daisy-chaining extension cords or power strips to prevent overloading and potential hazards. Consider dedicating a separate circuit for the UPS and its connected devices to minimize the risk of overloading the existing circuit. Consult a qualified electrician to inspect the installation, ensuring adherence to NEC standards and local electrical codes. When delving deeper into these aspects, it's important to consider the VA rating of the UPS, which accounts for both voltage and current. Select a UPS with a VA rating that exceeds the total VA of connected devices to accommodate inrush currents and temporary power spikes. Use listed extension cords and power strips from recognized testing laboratories to ensure they meet safety standards. For high-power devices, opt for extension cords with a lower gauge number, indicating a thicker wire capable of handling more current safely. Power strips with surge protection are beneficial in safeguarding connected devices from voltage spikes that can damage electronic components. Avoid overloading power strips by staying within their ampere rating, which specifies the maximum current they can handle. In addition to the NEC, local electrical codes and regulations may impose additional requirements, necessitating consultation with a qualified electrician or electrical inspector to ensure compliance. Follow the manufacturer's instructions meticulously when installing a UPS, paying attention to proper ventilation to prevent overheating. Regular maintenance, including battery checks and wiring inspections, is essential for ensuring the UPS functions optimally. When allocating a dedicated circuit for the UPS, consult a qualified electrician to determine the appropriate circuit breaker size, ensuring it can handle the maximum load safely. When running extension cords across walkways, use cord covers or cable protectors to prevent tripping hazards and protect the cords from damage. Avoid running extension cords under carpets or rugs, as this can trap heat and increase the risk of fire. Follow proper shutdown procedures when disconnecting equipment from the UPS, avoiding abrupt disconnections that can cause power interruptions and equipment damage. Lastly, be vigilant about electrical safety, disconnecting power before working on any electrical equipment and using appropriate personal protective equipment. If you lack confidence in your ability to handle electrical work, seek the assistance of a qualified electrician to ensure the job is done safely and correctly. Always prioritize safety and compliance with electrical codes to prevent accidents and ensure the proper functioning of electrical systems. In summary, navigating the requirements for fire safety and electrical installations, especially when utilizing extension cords, power strips, and UPS devices, demands thorough comprehension and adherence to regulations. The NEC serves as a critical guideline, offering detailed regulations for safe electrical practices, while local codes and manufacturer instructions provide additional context and requirements. By understanding and implementing these guidelines, one can ensure the safe and reliable operation of electrical systems, minimizing the risk of accidents and equipment damage. Therefore, prioritize electrical safety and seek expert guidance when needed to uphold the integrity of electrical installations and protect lives and property.